Hello everyone. So today I decided to upload a video about the current status of my 20 gallons slow moving tank. I've made a couple of changes to this tank. I don't know if you remember, but I was using a couple of grow lights over this tank, and I changed that, and I'm using now a DIY LED lighting system. the the reason why I changed them was because the plants were growing fine, but they were also growing algae a lot faster compared to this other lighting system. So that's the reason why I decided to change them. But they were growing the plants fine. I also neglected this tank for almost 2 months. I didn't trim the plants. I didn't make any water changes. I was able to feed the fish just once a week, and it was like that for about 2 months because I moved, so I'm currently in a new location, and everything got a little bit complicated. But the tanks are now with me, and I'm able to take proper care of the tanks again. So as you can see, the carpet is almost, well, the foreground is almost covered completely again, because it was already covered, but then I neglected the tank, and the stem plants grow and shadow the foreground, and the glossa wasn't able to grow, and that's why you can see some empty spaces in the foreground, but they were already all filled out, but I lost this part of the carpet, and it's growing back again, and it's growing with algae. It's not like extremely noticeable, but you can see it. It's just like hair algae, but it's not something that I'm not able to manage. I just try to take out as much as I can with my hands, and that's it. I'm still injecting CO2. I'm doing, like, I believe, like 7 or 8 bubbles per second. The stem plants with these lights, they're growing quite fast, so I'm trimming this tank once every 2 weeks. The water has been very clear since the beginning. That's something that I've never experienced without using a plenum. The water gets eventually clear, but not as fast as comparison to the plenum. That's something that I really like about having a plenum so far. Now about the algae, well, I'm still getting algae, but I'm using dirt. I have, like, I think this between 4 and 5 inches of dirt on this tank. So I think that's also the reason why I'm still getting some algae. The tank has been set up for 7 months. I set up this tank back in May, so the tank has been set up for 7 months so far. I added more fish. I added my neon tetras and cardinal tetras, but the zebra danios are bullying my tetras. I am thinking about getting rid of my zebras and just keep my neons and cardinals. I have my autosynclos here too, and my white molly. He has been there since May, since he was a baby. Actually, he helped me cycle this tank. Actually, he was the very first inhabitant of this tank. And yeah, that's how the tank is doing. You can see the bubbles again because I removed a bunch of stem plants on this corner, because they were not allowing my cryptocurrent to grow, and I really wanted to see that cryptocurrent growing, but now I can see it again. The stem plants, they always grow very fast, healthy, yeah, healthy, And about fertilizers, I'm adding iron. I add iron 4 times a week, and potassium. I add potassium 2 times a week. I use Sikkim iron and Sikkim potassium. That's all that I add to this tank. The plants are not showing deficiencies for what I can see, and they're still growing. As I said, they're also growing some algae, but nothing to worry too much about. I run my bubbler 24/7, so the bubbles, they never stop. Alright, so here's my tank. I hope you like it, and see you next time. Goodbye.